what's up? Oh yeah, it's a party in here. Oh yeah, it's a party in here. You always fucking everything up. Hello everybody. Are you guys interested into topics like the deep dark web? Well, for me, I love the deep dark web. It's fucking amazing. Well, there's some interesting conspiracy theories about this one particular app in a few stores about Wayfair or something like that. It involves a bunch of dangerous acts such as trafficking. And yeah, it pretty much explains itself. Today, we're going to talk about and explain about the crazy stuff that has been going on online. Wayfair is a store similar to Amazon, Walmart, Target, whatever you like to call it. It's a very similar store online that involves people, of course, purchasing goods, furniture, whatever you may need online. I mean, most people purchase big stuff. But there's a lot of unleveled-headed people that's been going absolutely insane. And they've been finding workarounds and crazy workarounds about products of selling, trafficking human beings on that website. And I can't believe it. It's kind of shocking. And here I'll show you a few examples. So here I'm going to show you, I'm on the website right now for this article that claimed this conspiracy theory. And you see it's just a conspiracy theory right now. But it says, Wayfair says there's no truth to human being trafficking claims, apparently. But you see these two pictures. Apparently, they're saying like they're taking people's names and putting them on item products. And that sounds insane. And with this picture, it says, Dubé personalized single shower curtain for $10,000. And to your mind, you'd be like, why would it be $10,000? And the name's kind of different. And then here's the real products called the Blue Doolin Cancer Zodiac Constellation Single Shower Curtain. It could be either the real name or it could be someone else's name, but it's kind of whack how all this is happening. And apparently, yeah, they say there is actually a lack of proof or nothing behind that. But here's what blows my mind even more. I did go to Wayfair so far, and so far I have not found anything about this, but I did find on other websites, not just Wayfair, I found it on Amazon, where I found actual people like selling overpriced furniture, and it had people's names on it, and the reviews were absolutely insane. So I am actually going to show you guys and read those crazy item products and reviews. Okay guys, so we're just on Amazon, right? Just chilling, doing whatever. I'm gonna show you live in person right here. So you type in pillow, right? Oh, I spelled that wrong. You type in pillow, and then, yeah, it's just ordinary pillows. And then you go to sort by up here, then you go to high and low. And then so far, like I said, nothing too weird. And then you scroll down and look at this. Look at this. There's a bunch of pillows for like 10 grand, 8 grand, 7 grand, 6 grand. And you probably wonder, why the heck are they so much money, right? And not all these have names, but if you just keep going, yeah, there's just a bunch of random crap. But for example, we're going to click on a review. There's one I have seen already, and it's very interesting. This one right here. Of course, it's called the Downright Elderton 434 Thread Count 29 ounce. And then Eliza Silk Down Pillow. That's kind of... that could be like a name. But not only that, if you read the reviews right here, look at this. Some of these mentally unstable people. And then here's what this guy said. He goes, 4 stars. But I do note that in the morning I felt refreshed. It had nothing to do with the daily awakening boar oil and dodo feather massage that I get from the 20 legally staffed, of course, Nordic models I picked up on my last trip to Ibiza. If you don't have a staff of non-English speaking Nordic models, I highly recommend it. I was supposed it was the pillows. That was the headline. Holy. And then I purchased 2 of these pillows for my yacht's second stateroom. When my mistress locked me out of the master stateroom 2 nights into our Atlantic crossing to, I think, Ibia. I don't know how the heck you say that, but it doesn't sound like he's from the U.S. I drank all of her scotch, tossed the helicopter keys into the ocean, and passed out in the second and annoyingly smaller stateroom. Yes, there are 7 more, but this one has the rotating waterbed and a 24K commode bidut combo in the bath, which I do prefer over the platinum one I had installed in the master. I'd be sure to switch them in port. But I digress. I don't remember about falling asleep, but I do know that in the morning I felt refreshed and had nothing to do with the pre-awakening boar oil and doo-doo feather massage that I get from the 20 legally staffed, of course, not the models I picked up. I just read that again. Suppose it was the pillows, or perhaps the rotation of the waterbed. If you never slept on a rotating waterbed on the ocean, you never slept. But I didn't have a hangover from her 40-year scotch. 40 years? Huh? I prefer a 60-year that's been descended in Italian deer leather. Probably would be a reasonable gift for a secretary or groundskeeper. I'm only giving it 4 stars because it came in a very pedestrian looking cardboard box instead of a crate in mahogany as I instructed Amazon to do with all my orders. It's Amazon, you don't instruct them to do crap. I would have given it 3, but it doesn't come in black silk, but I'm feeling generous. That was just one review. And then this one says perfection, the pursuit of. The box had a scuff mark, so I deducted it 4 stars. 133 people found this helpful. What the hell? And then this has 385 people found this helpful. And then 5 stars. Best pillow ever. I bought this pillow for my Section 8 house that I live in. After I sell my food stamps for cash, I use this pillow for a well-deserved nap. Best pillow ever bought with my drug money. Hope you also enjoy it. You can tell by listening to all these reviews so far. Do these people sound mentally stable to you? Not to me. So anyways, this 1 star, Trump 2020. It's okay if you're on a budget. Yeah, because 10 grand is such a budget. 1 star because Amazon followed the rest of the far left weirdos into the Black Lives Matter. Oh God. No, I don't want to read all that crap. I'm not a big political guy, and it's just, why would you leave something like that on a body pillow thing? But who knows? This is conspiracy theories, and this is kind of some evidence, I think. I first used this pillow on my private jet. 4 stars. Where do I start? I first used this pillow on my private jet flight from New York to New Jersey. Great way to avoid the traffic. Well, it's a private jet flight. Of course you'd avoid traffic. I don't know why more people don't do the same thing. Normally I'm able to unsleep due to a combination of my wife's constant bitching and turbulence. But as soon as my head felt the luxury of a $4,000 pillow combined with the slight overdose of horse tranquilizers, I fell asleep fast. What? And were it not for this pillow, I would have not been able to sleep for an entire week, and I felt genuine nirvana. 4 stars because I didn't like the front of the box. So what? A regular human being wouldn't give a crap about the box. That's just me though. I can only compare to how I felt at a Woodstock when my favorite band of all time started playing. When my head touched the downright 434 thread count 29 ounce Eliza silk down pillow 20x36. I can only compare to how I felt at the Woodstock when my favorite band of all time started playing. I don't remember their name, but I remember the distant feeling that I had the Midas touch. All I wanted to do was touch everything around me and turn them to gold, which I promptly did. I've been chasing that high ever since. Thank you, downright 434 thread count 29 ounce Eliza silk down pillow 20x by 36. It only cost as much as 3 generations of heroin use, but it was worth every penny. I can now die in peace knowing I have experienced nirvana. I want this review to be in a written contract that I want to be buried with this pillow so I can have everlasting comfort through death. 4 stars because the box had a dent in the corner. What do you mean by dent? How are these Amazon employees handling their boxes? Well, I do work at a package handling company. For one, I work at a FedEx, or at least I did. I just recently quit. And yeah, at the FedEx, we don't really handle our packages really well in the trucks. We literally just throw the crap. Like, we don't try to, but there's not enough people and there's too many boxes, so what do you expect? And then this one, Penelope Fitzner, 5 stars. They are full of fairy magic and unicorn rainbows. I ordered 20 of these pillows for a battle royale. Yeah, because what ordinary person can order 20 of these without being rich or crazy? Between myself and my other Olympian friends, little did I know that Zeus would have taken over some of them and used them to make wings of Pegasus. When that first divine pillow was swung through the air of Olympus, all the little manfolk and woodland beasts below heard the sound of smooth rolling, thunder billowing, thundering the lamb, like ecstasy smacking one of the face it was. We took one and ground it into fine powder at Hasfastius. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm really bad at this. Mill in the mix with some strong drink, accidentally creating what was known to man as ambrosia, the nectar of the gods. I guess we will sell the rest of these pillows for inconceivable price and watch as the world whimpers in despair for their great mortal poverty. Wow. And then there's another one right here. A real investment in yourself, 4 stars. Great pillow, I recommend it to everyone. In the end, you will get profound, more efficient sleep and more productive in the next morning, and you'll be able to work harder and longer hours to pay back the personal loan which is needed for this item, and more. It's an investment to yourself that is well worth it. People spend thousands on a college degree for better opportunities, but what about you when one of the most human basic needs? Better sleep means a better you. Start today, sleep better tonight, conquer tomorrow. Now, these are just like the first 4 or 5. I'm not going to read you all these reviews on this specific item, but there's other items too I'm going to show you. I can only find it at Walmart and Amazon. I will show you Walmart too in a minute. But yeah, I am going to show another item real quick. So, man, kind of crazy stuff, huh? Now, I hope you guys understand that why these items are so expensive. And this kind of adds up to that conspiracy theory. I do think that this is probably most likely true. I mean, not only, you think it's just a coincidence that all these crazy people are going to leave these crazy reviews on items that is that overpriced, considering there's that many people leaving reviews and actually finding it helpful? Well, I'm not sure about you, but I feel like this is generally a genuine issue that people need to address more. Okay, so there's another pillow. It's the same exact picture, but different things, a bunch of generic crap. Then you look at the ratings, and then you scroll down, of course, for the reviews. And then look at this. Some kind of a joke by Debbie. I'm trying to figure out if this pillow is real or just a convenient way of getting rid of some extra cash if you have on hand. Well, that one was just more of a joke, but it gets interesting. Watch. 5 stars. Experiment, Justin Johansson. Just see if you have to purchase to review this. And then this, Yeet Mister. 1 star, too soft for 11 grand. This pillow should be hard as a rock. Oh, that's creepy. And then 5, I guess it smells like I'm broken here. Then this, of course, Mark Winham. Perfect for hand models. I was lucky, I guess, to be born with magnificent hands. They are well proportioned, toned, and not too hairy. We've all met people who don't have these gifts. Small hands, Sasha hands, bony hands, Sasquatch hands, sweaty hands. Anyway, I digress. One day when I was 19, a talent scout noticed my hands as I was filling my 120-ounce cup with Baja Blast of Taco Bell. The rest is history. Fast forward to today, I need a place to rest my beautiful hands at night. I bought 2 of these pillows when they're perfect. And when I wake up in the morning, my hands are ready to be seen without any additional prep. My only wish is I would have to be born with 2 extra hands instead of feet like a chimpanzee, so I can make and spend twice as much money on pillows like these. 5 stars. Like, what does a pillow have anything to do with working out Taco Bell and getting a Baja Blast? And see, we're going to see all the reviews, and then we'll go down, and I think there's more details. But yeah. That is pretty much it for these type of items. But there's also a possibility that all this could be just one big freaking sick joke that, that the internet likes to mess around. And it is kind of weird on these websites that they do overprice a bunch of these random items up to 10 grand. And we don't know what they actually are. It could be just the item, but for some reason they love overpriced stuff. And I remember a video by Mr. Beast a few years back. He made a stupid video, he bought a keyboard or something like that for 10 grand or whatever and reviewed it, or $1,000 keyboard. And he actually ended up getting the keyboard. So all this could be just some crazy people by people on Reddit, which was apparently this all came up from was on Reddit. And yeah, it is a pretty bold statement, not gonna lie. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, what do you guys think? Wayfair did deny that they weren't doing this type of stuff, and I mean, as a company, I think anyone would. I mean, who would admit to that? And of course, with Walmart, the Walmart ones were considered false. They were just screenshots. If I could find the screenshots, I'll show you, and I think I have. And yeah, it's just I think this, in my opinion, I think it could be questionable, but there is not enough evidence. And I think the person who made the Reddit claimed that it was about trafficking and stuff. I think that's just a ridiculous accusation considering there was not much evidence. And yeah, and there was like, I think people were trying to look up like part numbers and stuff and where they go and belong on the deep dark web. But it's just, who knows? We'll see, we'll find out, and yeah. And I think that will be probably it for today's video. But on those pillow reviews, those reviews were extremely questionable. We don't know if they're trolls, but you never know. Some people may be rich. And yeah. So anyways, guys, what are your thoughts about this whole conspiracy theory? For me, I do almost believe it, but I don't know. I'm very neutral off and on. Part of me does say I believe it. Part of me does say I'm not. Right now, it's very questionable so far. I'll just say there's not enough evidence. So that's just me. And yeah, if you guys really liked today's video, make sure to leave a like. And if you really like the content, make sure to hit subscribe. And yeah, the Disaster Minds channel is going good. Thank you guys on my Less Crawler video. It's already getting up to like 1,500 views. It's been growing rapidly. And I just say thank you guys. I'm very appreciative. And I support all you guys. And I do appreciate just every little bit of love. And that's all it is. And I love doing this as a hobby. So yeah. If you guys want to check out Disaster Minds, you can. And I'll see you guys later, okay? So, peace out.